What's up, everyone? Before you book that flight to Lisbon after binge watching travel vlogs, I need to tell you something that might save you from some serious disappointment. Those picture perfect cobblestone streets you see everywhere, they're actually ankle breaking death traps when wet, and that famous Portuguese hospitality? Well, let's just say it comes with some unwritten rules that nobody talks about online. I'm about to expose the real Lisbon that travel influencers conveniently leave out of their highlight reels. Stick around because what I am sharing today could be the difference between an amazing trip and a disaster that costs you hundreds of extra euros. Let me start with the elephant in the room. Lisbon is built on 7 hills, and I mean seriously steep hills. Those dreamy walking tours you see on YouTube are basically endurance tests disguised as sightseeing. Not a single video prepared me for the fact that you will be gasping for air every few blocks, and the famous tram 28. It's not a charming vintage ride, it's a sweaty sardine can filled with pickpockets, and you'll wait over an hour to squeeze in. Locals avoid it completely because it's become a tourist trap nightmare. Speaking of tourists, let's talk about the crowds that magically disappear from every travel video. Rocio Square, Comercio Plaza, even those narrow Alfamous streets, they're packed with cruise ship passengers from morning until night. Getting that perfect Instagram shot requires either waking up at sunrise or staying out until midnight. And here's where things get really interesting. Portuguese people are incredibly warm, but they expect you to make an effort with their language. Walking into a restaurant and just speaking English without even trying bom dia or obrigado immediately marks you as a lazy tourist. This language barrier creates problems that travel videos skip. Menu translations are often wrong or just missing. I once ordered what I thought was grilled chicken and received octopus tentacles. And good luck explaining dietary restrictions when the server doesn't speak English and your Wi-Fi is down. The food scene is another place where creators mislead people. Yes, Portuguese cuisine is incredible, but if you're vegetarian or vegan, you're going to struggle. Traditional cooking revolves around seafood and pork. Those trendy plant-based spots influencers show are expensive and limited to touristy areas, and about those famous. D nada there everywhere, but quality varies. The ones from D are amazing, but you'll wait 2 hours in line. Meanwhile, the corner bakery version that locals eat is just as good and costs a third of the price. Also, dinner in Lisbon doesn't start until PM at the earliest. Most kitchens don't even open until 8. If you're used to eating at 6, you'll find yourself hangry and surrounded by closed restaurants. Money matters are another area where videos provide dangerously incomplete information, while Portugal is cheaper than other capitals. Lisbon has become surprisingly expensive in tourist zones. That €2 beer you heard about? It's €6 in Barro Alto, and credit cards are not accepted everywhere. Many traditional restaurants, small shops, and even some museums only take cash. I learned this the hard way when my card got declined at a photo house, and I had to walk 15 minutes to find an ATM. Transportation isn't as simple as it looks either. The metro is efficient, but it doesn't cover the whole city. Many interesting neighborhoods require buses or significant walking, and it shuts down around AM, right when nightlife is getting started. Those vintage yellow trams look charming, but they're slow, hot, and break down constantly. And the famous Portuguese tiles? They're beautiful, but when they get wet from rain, those cute cobblestone streets turn into ice rinks. I watch tourists slip and fall constantly. Accommodation reality also differs from what you see online. Those charming Airbnbs in historic buildings often lack elevators or air conditioning. You might climb for flights of narrow stairs with luggage, only to discover your authentic experience means freezing at night. Hotels in central areas are either extremely expensive or surprisingly run down. The real gems are in neighborhoods that aren't Instagram worthy enough for most travel videos. And don't get me started on the bureaucracy if anything goes wrong, like a lost passport. Expect everything to move incredibly slowly. The reality is that Lisbon is an incredible city with rich culture, stunning architecture, and genuinely warm people. But the sanitized version in travel videos creates unrealistic expectations. Understanding these hidden realities doesn't mean you should avoid Lisbon. It means visiting with realistic expectations. Learn some basic Portuguese phrases, bring comfortable walking shoes, carry cash, and embrace the slower pace of life. The authentic Lisbon experience is messier, more challenging, and ultimately more rewarding than any video suggests. The real magic is in the unscripted moments that no camera can truly capture. If you found this perspective helpful, make sure to subscribe for more honest travel content that tells you what really happens beyond the highlight reels. Drop a comment below sharing your own Lisbon experiences. And remember, the best travel happens when you're prepared for reality, not chasing Instagram perfection. Thanks for watching.